There's a throwaway joke in the 2003 French action comedy Taxi 3 that I hate from the bottom of my heart. It's a moment that lives rent-free in my head and will probably stay there until the day I die. October 19th, 2051, I step on the wrong fish. It's a strange feeling to know that no one out there is as angry as you are about one particular, absolutely meaningless thing. People get angry about all sorts of things, all the time. But not about this. Getting irrationally upset over this one stupid joke is all me, and me alone. Until I decided to make this video, to share my pain with all of you. But first, we have to answer the question. What is a Taxi 3? It's the third movie in the Taxi franchise. Like and subscribe for more fun movie trivia. I watched the Taxi movies as a kid and barely remember anything about them, with the exception of one joke that will haunt me for the rest of my days. All 9,348 of them, the fish gets really upset. I want to say that the first two movies were fine. I didn't rewatch them for this video. I only saw the third one again. After the Fast and Furious retrospective, I decided to maybe take a little break from binging entire franchises for videos.
I'm tired, boss.
Taxi was created by Luc Besson, an extremely prolific French filmmaker that's written, directed, and produced quite a few movies that I really like.
Bring me everyone. What do you mean everyone?
I can probably name 15 off the top of my head, and someone else could make a list of 15 Luc Besson movies that's wildly different from mine.
Wow, no.
It's a fun little game. If you want to play along, just Google Luc Besson 15. Taxi 3 is a bad movie. It's an action comedy that barely has any action.
What do you do?
Park. The villains, a bunch of criminals dressed up like Santa, don't properly show up until almost an hour into this 90-minute film.
Where'd he come from? From absolutely out of nowhere!
Are you serious?
The grand finale is a snowy mountain chase. And by chase, I mean a taxi on snow tracks very slowly follows the villains who are on skis. The villains reach their destination without issue, and the police are just waiting for them there.
Riveting.
As for the comedy, I suppose it fits the legal definition. The basic premise of the series is that a cop teams up with a reckless but talented driver to take down criminals, often through high-speed street racing. And in the third movie, they become spies. No, it's Fast and Furious all over again. Please, I can't go back. Don't make me go back. Just kidding, they're not spies. They just do a Bond parody in the opening credits for no reason. Watch out, Britain. The French are mildly and ineffectually gunning for one of your most iconic characters. What are you gonna do about it? Make a much better, funnier parody that same year?
Johnny English, I'm here to see Pegasus. Still, no sense rushing things.
Well, as the French might say, Tauche. They did nail the Bond parody with OSS 117 3 years later, so Tauche part Delks. Back to Taxi 3, where our main bumbling cop is even more bumbled than usual. He's become so obsessed with the Santa Claus gang that he's losing sleep and barely paying attention to anything else in his life or his surroundings.
Omelette de fromage, omelette de fromage, omelette de fromage.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to turn on the subtitles for the French. Give me a second.
Et moi, Emilien, il faut que je te parle avant Noël.
D'accord, on fait comme ça.
So he's obsessed with this gang, right? So obsessed and so distracted that he does humorous and relatable things like walking into a closet by mistake or not noticing his wife's been pregnant for 8 months.
It's not possible.
Not probable.
Believe it or not, the unnoticed pregnancy joke is not the one I'm angry about. This is the joke that pissed me off so much, I'm still thinking about it 20 years later. You have to understand that I was 8 years old when I saw this. And at the time, I did not get the joke. I did not understand why he put a cigarette in his mouth and then ran water over it in the bathroom sink. It didn't make any sense to me.
Don't get it.
It might not make any sense to you watching it right now. The closest thing to an explanation I could come up with is that maybe this was his weird way of trying to quit smoking. I'm pretty sure the only reason I thought that was because one time I managed to hit my dad's cigarette with a water gun to try and make him stop smoking. I guess some wires got crossed in my head, and the image of a wet cigarette made me go, is he trying to quit?
Or you're wrong. It's possible. I just don't know how.
It doesn't make sense either, but at the time, I didn't really care. I just moved on with my life, unaware of the ticking time bomb in the back of my head.
Eventually.
It's years later. I don't remember exactly when, but I'm pretty sure that I'm in an academic setting. Maybe it's a class, maybe it's an exam. All I know is I'm sitting behind a desk, it's quiet, and I'm supposed to be concentrating on something. Then, out of nowhere, whatever it is that I was supposed to be thinking about is gone, replaced by a single, infuriating thought. He was trying to light his cigarette with water instead of fire.
Oh, okay.
He was so strung up, so out of sorts, so fucked in the head. Every time I remember this scene, I get mad. Am I playing this up for the video? Maybe a little bit, but it genuinely pisses me off. He walked to the bathroom sink with a cigarette in his mouth, put it under the tap, and tried to light it with water instead of fire. It's not just that it's incredibly stupid, which it is. It's also stupid in a way that breaks the very basic premise of this situation. If the cop in Taxi 3 went to a gas station and started spraying gas on his car because he thought it was the car wash, that tracks. If he was at the market looking at produce, saw a Santa and pulled a banana instead of a gun, that tracks. I don't think it's a good joke, but it fits the character who's a bumbling, tired idiot. Trying to use water instead of fire to light a cigarette requires a level of abstract thinking that doesn't really match the character. What the fuck am I talking about? I hate it. I hate it. It feels like an alien wrote it.
And then the oblivious human attempts ignition with a compound that has the opposite effect.
For comparison's sake, or just to switch to something that brings me joy instead, here's one of my favorite jokes from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Scully has a mason jar full of lemonade.
You called us in here to tell us that?
No, I called you in here to change your lives. For you see, a mere 5 minutes ago, Hitchcock introduced me to his new goldfish who lives in...
An identical mason jar?
There are two possible outcomes, and we're gonna bet on which one happens first. So, will Hitchcock put fish food in Scully's lemonade, or will Scully drink Hitchcock's goldfish? Now, you would think that putting fish food into lemonade would
Hitchcock just drank his own fish.
What? No!
Perfection.
Jake thought he knew how dumb Scully and Hitchcock are. The double whammy of drinking your own fish, that wasn't one of the options, Hitchcock, and Jake's reaction to it are hilarious. It's not just absurd for absurdity's sake. There's a structure to the bit that plays with the expectations of both the audience and the characters. Water instead of fire? Why would he do that? Why am I still trying to explain it? It just sucks. Well, at least the bad guys, led by the double-crossing Q, captured the cop near the end. Hate to say it, but if he's about to get tortured, I'm kind of okay with that. It's too much to hope for metal spikes in the knees with electricity running through them. Taken, another Luc Besson project. But hey, Hobbs and Shaw found a way to do an electricity torture scene and still be PG-13, so why not Taxi 3? I just think he should feel some pain. He's not a real person. It's a fictional character. A real person wouldn't try to light a cigarette with water instead of fire. So just a little bit of a lot of pain, okay? And she's sucking his dick.
Terry, would you do the honors?
Why?
A sensible person might criticize the idea of using a man being raped as comedy. I hate it because I had to watch a character I don't like get a blowjob that he ends up enjoying.
The worst pain I ever felt.
She doesn't even need any information or anything. She just wanted to do it. I don't even know how he got her attention. Like and subscribe for more dumb videos.
We'll start with breakfast items.
Cheese omelette.
Omelette de fromage. 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 Omelette de fromage.
I know it's pronounced tush.